Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been meaning to make this video for a little while now, and I thought I did make a video. I got confused because I ended up live streaming and reacting to this nonsense with MELONIEMAC right now, and 8-Bit Eric, and Keemstar, and freaking Rich over at ReviewTechUSA. But I wanted to make a separate video because it's actually quite hilarious, and it's very important to dissect what actually happened here. So just to give a little bit of context, MELONIEMAC actually ended up going on Keemstar's live stream called Lolcow Live, and apparently had a conversation with someone who actively hates her, which is Rich at ReviewTechUSA. And what do we see here? We see a prime example of what happens when you take the power away from these insane psycho leftist ideology people. Like, when you take the power away, they have no argument, and you're gonna see it fall completely flat on his face.
Okay, so how are you not anti-LGBTQ when you do something like that?
I am anti-LGBTQ.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, good.
So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, who do we have on this panel? Well, we have Keemstar here in the middle. We have MELONIEMAC over here on the right, obviously. We have 8-Bit Eric over here on the left. We have ReviewTechUSA over here on the bottom left. We have Wings of Redemption over here on the bottom right. And I have no idea who this is. A Tommy something. I have no idea who this is, but that's the last creator on this panel. Now, this original panel had to do with 8-Bit Eric versus ReviewTechUSA. They had the little drama, whatever the case may be. Don't really care, don't really want to talk about it. The reason why we're bringing it up is because MELONIEMAC's response to ReviewTechUSA is masterful, okay? It's more masterful than I thought she was going to actually do. And the reason why is because, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, we know that they love their buzzwords, okay? Who do I mean by they? I mean these psychopaths, leftists, especially Rich, honestly. I used to watch his content way back ago when he used to actually do reviews on tech. Now he's just kind of whatever. I don't even know what he is. I haven't watched his content in ages, but he's one of those people that I just genuinely don't believe is a hardcore leftist. I don't. I think that he does it to keep his channel safe. I think he does it because he knows that's the easy discussion to be part of right now in the public eye. So I think he follows that ideology, but don't get it twisted. I really feel like he would switch it up on the dime if something changed, and it would be safer to, let's say, talk about conservative values or something like that online. So I don't believe him for a second of any of his ideology, but he is one of those people that think that you can throw a million amount of slurs at someone and it's supposed to empower your message. That's what he believes. So what ends up happening here? Well, MELONIEMAC gets confronted or gets asked something. Let's just play the clip and then I'll react to it. Here we go.
I want to see the receipt for that. Me defending somebody, because I'm sure they were saying more than just looks. I'm sure they were calling her homophobic. I'm sure they were saying that she's a bigot. I'm sure they're saying all this other fucked up shit. I was defending that.
How is that incorrect? You were mocking a trans woman incessantly and laughing in her face. I watched the clip.
Yeah, that's true. I did.
Okay, so how are you not anti-LGBTQ when you do something like that?
I am anti-LGBTQ.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
So, what do you even say? Like, what do you even say? It's very clear that something happened here. Okay, let's go back. First, number one, they tried to get 8-Bit Eric. It was really weird. They tried to get him to essentially publicly flirt with MELONIEMAC, and they brought up discussions about MELONIEMAC and what people were saying about her. So 8-Bit Eric was trying to explain how people were calling her a bigot, how they were calling her all these things, right? MELONIEMAC, with a smile on her face, which makes it even greater, decided to say they would be correct, okay? They would be correct. This idiot over here, right? They'd be correct. This idiot over here on the bottom, who was just waiting to throw those buzzwords, he heard that would be incorrect. That's what he heard. He thought that she said that would be incorrect. And this is why I keep telling you guys, whenever they call you buzzwords, you need to just run with it. You need to run with it. The reason why is because if you do not run with it and you start backing down, you say, no, I'm not racist, I'm not this, I'm not that, they're just going to bombard you with their buzzwords because they know that they got you. They know that they got you panicking, they got you worried right now about being called XYZ word. So they're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you could tell by his face. Look at how his face changes the moment he thinks he heard that would be incorrect, because then his leftist ideology ideology took over his brain and he started throwing in ridiculous things like this.
So I was defending that.
How is that incorrect? You were mocking a trans woman incessantly and laughing in her face. I watched the clip.
So he thinks he's got a gotcha moment. He thinks he has a gotcha moment, which makes it even hilarious to me. Look at that raised eyebrow. He's like, yeah, what you going to say to that? Obviously, that's not incorrect. No, she said that would be correct, ladies and gentlemen. So he thinks he's got a gotcha moment, gets absolutely crushed. Look at this.
Yeah, that's true. I did.
Oh.
Look at that. All she had to say was, yep, that is true. I did. With a smile on her face, and he's disempowered.
Okay, so how are you not anti-LGBTQ when you do something like that?
I am anti-LGBTQ.
Okay, that's fine. That's
completely destroyed. Now, again, I want to make this very clear. I think it's hilarious because look, she does it with a smile. It's like a 100-pound woman doing this with a smile on her face, completely destroying a 400-pound man. And everybody in this chat knows that she absolutely destroyed him. I mean, Wings of Redemption is like, damn, even I know not to be that stupid. Tommy's like, geez, why am I here? 8-Bit Eric is like, you did it to yourself. Keemstar's laughing his ass off. And this idiot over here thought he had 2 gotcha moments and got roasted for both of them. Now, of course, he had to virtue signal. About a trans person, no less, right? And tried to say, oh, her, she pronouns, obviously, when talking about a biological man. He's trying to throw that in there because that was his moment. That was his moment to shine. He was waiting for that, and she took it all away. Now, basically, why am I bringing up this video? Like I said, guys, this is a very important video. This 40-second clip is more important than anything you'll see, and the reason why is because it is literal proof. It showcases that if you take the power away, take it all away from them, they have nothing. Their argument is not based in facts. You know that, right? Their argument's not based in facts. Their argument's not based in truth. Their argument is based in emotion. Their argument is based in feelings. So if you take all of that power away, if you completely nuke that from them, they have nothing. They don't know what to do. They lose their mind. It falls apart. And for this guy, it ended up being like, oh, well, okay. Oh, that's all I needed to hear. Okay. What? That's not an argument. Like, you were trying to make a statement. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, is she actually against LGBTQ? Now, with MELONIEMAC, she's made it very clear, but I will explain it for you guys, and hopefully you can understand a little bit better. She is a let live kind of person, right? Live and let live. Obviously, she has her beliefs, and she's allowed to have those beliefs, just like gay people are allowed to have theirs. But ultimately, she is a live and let live kind of person. Now, what does she mean by being against LGBTQ? Well, I mean, it's obvious. She's a Christian. Of course, she's not going to agree with the lifestyle. She doesn't agree with the lifestyle of LGBTQ, but it doesn't mean that she wants to go around and go murder LGBTQ people or wants to see them thrown off a cliff. No, she wants to see them saved by God and all that good stuff. I'm not even religious, and even I can see that. So again, she has her beliefs, but unfortunately, the activists in that community, they take those things and they say, well, you don't believe in my lifestyle? That means you want me to be killed. You know what I mean? They take everything and they go all the way to the extreme, even though it has nothing to do with that whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. And we know that, okay? We know that. So yes, she's against the lifestyle. Yes, absolutely, she's against the LGBTQ lifestyle. And by admitting that, when Rich thought he had a gotcha moment, that took all the power away from the liberals. So case in point, we need to learn stuff from MELONIEMAC, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, go watch her videos if you haven't, because this was a masterful 40-second response to a leftist lunatic who thought he had a gotcha moment and instead just decided to get himself. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.